Most men think being magnetic means doing more, saying the right things, showing confidence, performing, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Truly confident men don't perform, they don't really even try. There's something else they do, and I want to show you that in this video today. Magnetic energy comes from inside of you, not from what you do. You see, it's what's absent inside of you that changes everything. When there's no performing, there's no neediness, your beingness radically changes, and the way you move, act, and talk comes across completely differently. And we're going to take a look at that today. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to do a process that'll help you drop into the most magnetic version of yourself. We can call that your magnetic presence. I want to invite you to like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss any videos. And that's basically it. Let's get started. True magnetism actually comes from your beingness. It comes from who you are deep down inside. And that comes from letting go of the need to perform, letting go of the need to prove you're good enough, and letting go especially of your reactivity, something that shows through in all your actions if you don't have this under control. When you truly let go of the stuff you need to let go of deep down inside, what's left? There's a stillness left. There's a presence left. There's a power left. This is something that women and people are craving for men in the world. Men that have this stillness, this power, this presence are kind of like lightning rods. They ground the energy around them, and that makes them magnetic. People feel more safe around them, more comfortable around them, and they often feel that before they even say a word. You've probably experienced this before. When somebody walks in the room and you can just feel their confidence coming off of them. You can feel the power coming off of them. And that's what we're talking about here. I want to help you develop that more because that's honestly what all of us men are here to do. As we develop that more, we just feel more alive, more powerful, and more capable of taking on the world so we can give our gift to the world. But before we get into that, let's talk about attachment. This is the real problem. Buddha said the source of all suffering is attachment, and I agree with him. There's attachment and aversion. I consider aversion another form of attachment. You see, whatever you're attached to or whatever you're averse from, pushing away, is going to cause suffering in your body. We can hold on to something as human beings for a lifetime that we could have let go of in a few minutes, and that can cause us suffering for a lifetime. And the more you're holding on to, the more reactive you become. Reactivity shows through everything you do. It shows through your actions. It shows through your movements. It shows through your vocal tones. Reactivity is actually repellent to other people, and it causes them to not trust you, not trust that you can follow through on what you're going to do. And reactivity, again, it shows through the subtlest movements in your body, your vocal tones, and your eye contact. So I'm going to tell a story to illustrate this. I used to date this woman a long time ago, and she was kind of known for being difficult. And I think there was a part of me that took a little bit of pride back then in my ability to be able to be calm under pressure with her because the old me could never do that. And one time she was staying at my house, and she got really moody, and she got really sad, and she got really depressed, which was common with her, I noticed. And she started laying in my bed. She didn't want to get out of bed. She wanted to lay there all day. She was really bringing the energy down in my place. She was really making it fill up with this funky, heavy energy. And after a day or so of doing that, I realized she wasn't actually processing the energy. She was wallowing in it. I looked at her and I said, you know, you really got to get out of bed. You got to do something about this. And she looked at me and she said, you know what? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. She started to get really mad at me. You know, you tell people to feel their emotions. And I remember thinking, no, you're not feeling it. You're wallowing it right in that moment. And I said that to her. I looked at her. I said, no, you're wallowing in it. You're not feeling it. You're not being with it. And she started to get madder and started to yell some more at me. And I looked at her again. I said, look, if you're going to act like this, you can go home and act like this. You need to leave my place now. And when you're ready to be nice, you can come back. And I held that space. And I remember feeling this certainty or this confidence come over me. It was something new. I'd never quite experienced that before. Well, she got really upset. She stormed out of the place. She said, I can't remember what she said. She said some reactive stuff and she left. And a weird part of me felt really good. This is a new version of me being born. This version of me that was becoming more powerful under tension, becoming more powerful with women's emotions, setting more boundaries about what I'll put up with. Well, she left. And I didn't think I'd hear from her for a bit, for a while, but I heard from her 2 days later. And she came back sweet as pie, loving, caring. And I was like, interesting. And what I began to notice with her is that she would start this every once in a while, this funky energy, and I'd have to get mad at her. And then she would get mad, but I would calm her. I would stay calm under pressure, relax because knew the outcome. And I would ground her. And then she'd always come back sweet as pie, and it would last a while longer. Well, eventually I broke up with her because I got tired of that cycle. But we talked about it years later after we were friends. And she said, I don't know why I do that, but I do it. And I need to stop. And she goes, I feel like I have to come at you really hard. And if you are solid with me and you basically handle me well, that you really care. And otherwise, I feel like you don't care. It's my way of finding out if you really care about me. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't be solid with me. You'd be some other way, I think reactive or something else. And I realized the power of that day. Now, I moved on. I don't date women like that anymore. But at that time, that was a powerful learning tool. And it really changed who I was being inside. It allowed me to stay more confident and stay more solid and realize viscerally that reactivity, even before you move, is important. Because I really began to, with that experience, master staying calm even as the tension was building. Now, I wouldn't say it was 100% or perfect, but it moved me in the right direction. It was a huge change for me as I continued forward in life. And it changed not only the types of women I got, but it changed who I was being. And I definitely started dating more and more confident women after that because they could feel more of that stillness inside of me. Now let's talk about why letting go makes you so magnetic as a man. But before I do, I want to talk about something I'm very excited about. We have our first ever, and hopefully we have them on a regular basis, cruise coming up on a private yacht. It's our Croatia event that we're going to be doing in the beginning of October. It's going to be an amazing event, and I'm going to be teaching every day in the afternoon while we're on this beautiful yacht traveling around Croatia to different islands. Every morning you get to get off the boat and explore a different island. You get to play on paddle boards. You just get to have fun in the sun. There's going to be a hot sauna, jacuzzi. We're going to have breakfast and dinner. You get to go have lunch on the island every day. But every afternoon, we're going to be doing teachings, the energetic embodiment teachings. Now, this is going to be 4 nights. Last time I said it was 3 nights. It's actually going to be 4 nights, 5 days of teachings mixed with us bonding together and having fun. I did this when I went to Egypt and had an amazing time learning to kiteboard. Every afternoon, we had teachings about handling pressure and tension. And in the morning, we kite surfed. We kiteboarded, basically. We learned to have fun. And I noticed the bonding nature of it. It was so powerful because we're all on this boat together. We're all having this adventures together. And it caused such bonding and such amazing growth. And it created a powerful learning experience. Well, I wanted to create this for you. I wanted to create this for my clients. And I want you to be there. So if this is something that sounds interesting to you and you want to have an adventure that you'll probably remember for a lifetime, and you want to learn the energetic embodiment principles, the letting in principles, the connecting principles, and you want to learn all this stuff where we do demos and practices together as a big group, then check out the link in the description for the Croatia event. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see you there. So now let's talk about why letting go makes you so attractive. And I've thought about this a lot over the years. This is something that has really changed my life drastically because I've done a lot of it. I've seen clients do a lot of it and change who they are. You see, attachment and aversion, when you're holding on to something, holding on to trying to get a certain outcome, and that's the key word, outcome, causes you to not be able to really take in the whole world the way it's supposed to be. It's not to really not be able to process and make intelligent decisions. The more attachment you have, the more reactive you become. The more reactive you become, the more you're going to make decisions that are bad for you, to be honest. Not probably, definitely bad for you. If I'm really attached to the feedback or the validation of this beautiful woman and I really need her to like me and I go to talk to her, I'm going to be filtering everything I say through that attachment. And she's going to feel the neediness. She's going to feel the want. She's going to feel the craving off of me for her validation. So if I don't get it, it's going to hurt. It's going to cause suffering in my body. And I've seen this with so many clients. When you start to let go of the need for validation, the need for the attachment, the aversion, the feeling that it matters what she says to me, and that's what letting go does. It helps you to process that. Then you become more confident and more powerful. She can reject me, that's fine. She can like me, that's fine. But what this does is it allows you to be authentically real. Now when I say I like you, your vocal tones, your facial expressions, your micro expressions come from this more grounded space. Damn, you're beautiful. Look at you. Wow. And she can feel you don't need validation from her. So when you say you like her, you're beautiful, it feels like you mean it because you're not chasing her validation. But the guy who's needy, who's got the nice guy syndrome running, who's chasing validation, and he's like, I really like you. You're really pretty. And there's this almost like this craving coming off of him because of the attachment. So as you learn to let all these women go, and I just mean let go of the attachment and the need for their validation, and you let go of the aversion. I hate all women. They're all bitches, right? Because you're mad at them. And you get past all that, and they just start to become human beings in the world that you can enjoy and have fun with. Your whole life begins to change. Now, this doesn't just change your life with women. This applies to money. This applies to your own happiness, your own health. The more free I become in the mind around money, women, needing certain things from people, the happier I become. And the funny thing is, and this is really powerful, the more they want to give to me, the more I get from them, the more they just give to me almost without asking because there's no need or attachment anymore. Suddenly money shows up. Suddenly a beautiful woman shows up and she is curious about you. Her beauty doesn't trigger you, doesn't make you reactive to her. And she's curious about that because honestly, in today's day and age, a lot of guys are. When she's really beautiful, they're very reactive to her. She can feel it on the subtlest level. But your micro expressions, your vocal tones don't say that. So it's not what you say, it's who you're being at the deepest level. Think about that. It's not what you say, it's who you're being because it literally changes what you say or how you say it. The vocal tones, the micro expressions all shift. So hopefully you're getting my point here. Letting go is so powerful. Learn to let go. I have the Revealing Mastery course. You can check that out if it's not something you're interested in. You can send a message to Landon at truecourage.io. We still have it. We just don't market it. And I'm going to be coming out with a whole new Revealing Mastery course, which is my version of letting go in the near future. If you don't want that, check out David Hawkins' Letting Go or Lester Levinson's Sedona Method. They're such powerful tools for learning to develop emotional intelligence and process this area of your life. Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, I want to give you a process to help you start grounding out, feeling your body more, get out of your head so that the letting go becomes easier. So you can start to feel your presence because ultimately, as you let go more and more, presence is what takes over. And women love presence. They love to feel that centered man that's rock solid and present, especially under stress and tension. So take a moment, get comfortable, whether it's standing or sitting, whether you need to get into a quiet space by yourself and just get relaxed. Get your feet on the ground. Get your bare feet on the ground if you have time to do that. And start to feel the ground with your feet. Start to grab the ground. Remember that presence starts with feeling the earth beneath you. So that's the first thing I want you to do. I just want you to take your mind and imagine how big that earth is below you that's supporting you. I mean, you are a microscopic dot on it, and it supports everything you need out of this life. It provides you all your food, water, shelter, oxygen, all the minerals your body needs, everything your physical world needs to survive. It is the source of survival for your human body. So just feel that earth supporting you beneath you. And I just want you to take a few deep breaths and imagine you could feel that earth beneath you. And just notice what it feels like. Now, particularly, I want you to feel the backs of your legs while you're doing that. Feel the earth beneath you and feel the backs of your legs from your perineum or the base of your spine towards your ass down from your perineum down to the ground. And feel the weight of your body on the backs of your legs. And just notice what that feels like. And take a few breaths and just be aware. You can even shut your eyes if you want. Be aware of that ground beneath you. What does it feel like? And again, feel yourself sinking into it. You can even imagine yourself rooting into it a little bit. And I don't want you to just imagine yourself rooting into it. I want you to imagine yourself being fed by it, as if the roots are bringing energy up into your body too. So feel the weight of the back of your legs, and now the outside of your legs. And then feel that weight on the earth beneath you, and feel the earth supporting you in whatever way you do that. And just feel the back of your legs one more time, and realize that that is your masculine energy supporting you. Feel the outside of your legs. That's also part of your masculine energy. That's your frame. That's what holds you up. That's what grounds down into that earth. Next thing I want you to do is just take a moment and feel your back. Feel your back against a chair, or if you're standing, feel your back stacked up on the back of your legs. Feel the weight of your body coming from your back down to the ground and back up again. And just notice what that feels like. And then feel the back of your arms and notice what that feels like. And take a few breaths there. And then feel the back of your neck all the way up to the crown of your head. And just notice what that feels like. And then become aware of the whole back of your body and the weight on the earth. And just realize there's this whole masculine element to your body, the frame that creates a container. This whole back and side of your body that protects the more sensitive parts of your body. You feel that part doing its job. This is a big part of your presence. It frames the more vulnerable parts of your body. And now I want you to become more aware of the vulnerable parts. The inside of your legs, the stomach, the arms. Just become aware of what they feel like. And take a few breaths. And this time, when you exhale, I want you to exhale down into the earth through the back of your body. And then I want you to breathe up into the vulnerable parts of your body. It's very simple. Don't try to make it complicated. Just do it simple. Just there's the masculine parts and the vulnerable parts. Breathe in. You breathe up the inside of the legs, through the thighs, up into the stomach. Maybe let it go through the chest. And then breathe out and let it go down, out the masculine, back into the earth. And now I want you to ask yourself, is there any tension I'm holding in the body? Just notice where it's at. And then breathe into that tension. Anywhere in the body. And just allow yourself to tense up as much as you do. Just tense up with that tension. Match it vibrationally. Allow your muscles to consciously tense up equal to the tension in the body. And hold it for 2, 3, 4 seconds. And then let go. Can you just let it go? And then take a couple breaths and notice what it's like as it dissolves and leaves your body. And then do it again. Breathe in and find another spot, if there's any, where you're holding some tension. It could look like a dark spot. Could feel like a tight spot, a knot. And then hold that tension. Breathe into it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And then release and let it go. And breathe out. Ground it out your body. Let's do it again. Feel. Take a few breaths to feel. Where is there another spot of tension? And I want you to breathe into that tension. It could be in the heart. It could be somewhere else. It could be in the perineum. Just breathe into it. Hold it. Hold it. And then after a few seconds, begin to let it dissolve. Release your breath. Let it dissolve. And then one more time, just ask yourself, how easily can I breathe into these spots and just let go? Breathe up again, find a spot, breathe into it, and just let go. Now, this is not about doing this perfect. It's not about doing it for the right amount of time. It's just about feeling it. It's just about exploring the feeling in the sensitive parts of your body, while you contain those with the masculine parts of your body, creating a space where they feel safe to let go. And just notice now. Notice what your masculine feels like, and notice how much more free the sensitive parts of your body are as you begin to embody the masculine and let go more and more. Free to express, free to open, and free to go deeper. There's so many ways to let go. There's so many ways to process energy. And as you let go more and more, whether it's through these meditations or through an active letting go process like the revealing process, you can, over days, weeks, and months, literally change your life and start to develop more of this natural confidence. Because I'm going to be honest, you are designed as a man to be grounding, powerful, and confident. It's in your DNA. You just have to go in and do the work to bring it out. You're designed to have that presence. You're designed to attract women. You're designed to be attractive to the females of this world. So just let that in for a moment. And as you let go more and more and get in touch with that inner animal and the inner spiritual side, and you put them together, that part of you will naturally come to the surface. So let's take a deeper look at this. Let's recap. Letting go is about not giving up. But it's more about dialing in. It's about becoming who you are. It's not about proving. It's not about performing. It's not about efforting. It's not about trying. It's about doing the real work of masculine embodiment and bringing out more of who you naturally are. Remember, you are built to do this stuff, but you do need to practice and bring it out. You do need to remove the attachments and the aversions to get down to that core of who you are, your inner animal and your inner soul, your inner spiritual self, beyond the head. So with that said, I want to invite you to watch my previous video. It was a powerful one about how nice guys can take bad boy principles and use them in a positive way. And I think when you combine that with this video, you really start to see a much bigger picture. I also want to invite you to comment. Definitely put a comment below. I check those comments out right after the videos come out. I'm looking at them the first day, the second day, and they really help all of us to learn and grow together. So definitely put a comment in this video. I want to know what you think. And just remember, the moment you start to observe it, you start to learn from it, you start to ask the right questions, not how, but show me, teach me. You start to develop your consciousness, you start changing. It's all about turning on the light of your consciousness. So as you turn on the light of your consciousness on these given areas, masculinity, dating, confidence, and you begin to ask just the right questions, your life begins to change. And this is how you can become magnetic to women and to the world, what you're designed to be as a man. And with that said, remember, only the courageous really live. I'll see you in the next video.